Hi everyone, my name is Stacy Aboth and I will be starting my second year at the University of Windsor in Ontario, Canada, and I am pursuing a degree in Criminology. My experience at DCA was a really good one. I joined the school immediately after finishing my senior 4 papers, my UNEB, like 1 month after, and I was really scared. And I would call my friend who was in a different school, and I told her about how scared I was about joining this new school and how different the curriculums would be because I was going from a national school to an international school. But the shift was really easy, and I think it had a lot to do with how supportive and nice my fellow students were, the teachers were, the administration was, and they really helped me assimilate into this new kind of community. They would regularly bring in different kinds of people to talk to us and give different talks on different subjects, and I feel like it was a really fun time. But the 1 year that I was at the school was probably my best year education wise, from all the schools that I've been in. One of the memories that really stands out to me at the academy was during one of the classes, probably world and Canadian politics, maybe. And it was kind of a debate because we were talking about the merit of having the church interfere with state matters, and everyone was giving their thoughts and their opinions, and it turned into this kind of interclass debate where it's a small class, so everyone gets a chance to talk and give what they think about the matter at hand. And I just remember thinking, this is what I always wanted school to be and how I always thought school should have been: a small class and everyone gets a chance to speak and everyone feels heard at the end of it. And it's kind of competitive to make sure that you're heard and you're seen and your idea gets across. And I just remember thinking, yeah, this is what class should be, and everyone feels like they're learning and they're gaining from the experience. We're all building upon our ideas and learning from one another, and the teachers was just kind of facilitating that. Yeah, I do 100% think that the application process was made 1,000 times better by having the Ontario Secondary School Diploma, mostly because with every other kind of certification, you're going to have to, if you're applying to Canada specifically, you're going to have to convert to their metric of how they decide whether you're good enough to attend their schools. With the Ontario Secondary School Diploma, you're at the same level with everyone else who has finished grade 12 within Canada. So it's you send your transcript directly and it's already in a metric that they understand, so it's easier for them to give you placement based on that rather than them having to convert your results maybe from your UNEB or from any other kind of curriculum. One way the program helped me adapt to international education is mostly with discipline and independence, because to begin with, admissions run throughout the year, so it's not like every year has a set class that has and everyone in that class has to graduate at the same time. You kind of just join and you focus on finishing your work within the 9 months from when you join to when you finish. And every student is given a portal where all the work is, the work and the deadlines when the work has to be completed, and the teachers are there for assistance. If you feel like you need help, you need something explained better, the teachers are always there, but it's mostly a personal endeavor, and it takes discipline to kind of sit down and say, I want to get this done by this time. And it's up to you entirely to make sure that you meet the deadlines you set for yourself and the ones that school sets for you. And I really feel like that's kind of a similar setup to university. There's no one hiding around like cattle. It's really it's a personal thing, and you have to build that discipline, and I feel like the program really helped with that. One of the skills that I gained from the program was definitely research. There's a lot of, specifically for the courses that I took, most of the social science courses, because those most align with the degree that I'm getting in university now. There's a lot of essay writing, a lot of reading, a lot of information gathering from different sources just to put together a lot of the assignments. And because the program is mostly student-based and teacher-facilitated, it teaches you a lot about that kind of research, and that's something which you can apply to university later on. And I feel like I do use those skills quite often in my day-to-day life and studies during university. Another skill that I gained. I think I really built on my social skills. I think before I joined BC, I thought I was kind of an introvert, but I feel like it just took the right kind of environment to bring out my more social side, because it's a small school and it's all these kinds of people, all these kind of students from different walks of life coming together in this kind of like tight-knit community to learn and grow and play together. And I feel like it's a great kind of school to go to, come out of a shell and learn more about other people. And because university is a diverse place with everyone from different walks of life, that kind of it translates well. One word that I'd use to describe the Bronson Canadian Academy would be well-rounded. That sounds like 2 words, but if you hyphenate, it's 1 word. I feel like you get the best of both worlds. It's an international curriculum. There's a lot of freedom in regards to how you do your work and when you do your work, but there's also structure and guidance from teachers and peers, and there's a lot of, you build yourself socially and your education. There's a good balance between work and play, and I feel like you can really grow within the community. To anyone considering joining the BCA family, I just have to say, run, don't walk. You really have nothing to lose and everything to gain from the experience and the education.